one person to come in.
Sir, then again, like if we were considering the problem of third house also, right? So can there be one more aligned issue to that?
Why third house?
We were seeing the third house, right? In
Uh,
that case.
Which in this case?
So, yeah, in the hip case.
Now this is my analysis thing. As a third house for Kavi Pulasi.
So there, can it align to a certain another issue in body also? Like if you are considering the case.
The third.
So like neck, throat, or the respiratory system somewhat.
As far as the like that, if you consider from the Rashi point of view, then you have to take it from the Kalpurush Kundi. It will be the fourth Rashi, chest area.
Chest area, that's correct.
So,
respiratory system.
Yes, you are right. Mercury is basically the nerves. Jupiter is fat. And
Yes.
something like that. So it could mean like cholesterol or something, that issue.
Yes. So that's why like the whole part of that is like difficult to exact pinpoint exactly what issue is
Yes.
there.
Now the thing is, what you are doing is absolutely correctly. Like I keep on investigating further. First thing when he called, I wanted to know what was the cause, because he called to say that I have got a pain. So basically that surgery was not a hidden thing. The pain was not a hidden thing. It is not that he called up and said, "Mere ko kya problem hai bolo." Like that I do many times. When they call, I immediately cast the chart. So I get a rough inkling ki ye kya puchne wala mostly. But I knew that he is going to call me for that thing, because another colleague of mine from the class had called me up to say that he's having this problem and it is not getting solved. So we had recommended he call you up. So I was aware of this. Now I was not aware what is the cause behind it. So first thing which I saw over there was this Jupiter and Saturn getting caught by Kavipu and going towards Udar. So that immediately told me ki Saturn based, and another thing, if you want to see third house is a house of dhairya, efforts. So effort के house में स्थगित होना and fat होना basically means that his movements have been reduced majorly. So fat could be one of the causes for that we can say. Eighth house also house of obstacles. Barabar. Again, it is also the Hora Lord over there. So something pointing at that. But
and Sagittarius is again the symbol of this like hip or pain related to hips.
Which one?
The Sagittarius, the Rashi.
Sagittarius is ninth house is the thigh basically. If you are saying eighth house, I can understand. Okay, it is a this thing. But eighth house lord, that's why you're saying hip area, huh?
Yeah.
That also you can consider. Yeah, that also you can. So Mahesh, what I was telling you was what I've learned from experience, that basically when you see this, because if you know, you have also been part of the Jamakal classes, nobody sees this link, planet coming to Kavipu. If you remember, nobody sees this link. They only see this link, Kavipu going and hitting this. Whatever. They never see this link, correct? Which I have been telling all. So basically, I look at it like a carom board. That striker has hit the Kavipo and the Kavipo has gone and hit the coin. I call it a carom board effect basically. So this carom board effect tells you what is the reason behind the Kavipo going and doing this damage. And doing damage to what and where. Through what and to what. If we go to the last case, one more case is there.
Yes, sir. Before that, one question I wanted to ask for that visa case, which we did earlier. So I recall one of the statement from SGK's book saying that if Kavipu is connected to 12th house and if the question is related to visa, then sure shot they'll get the visa. It's not the negative outcome. Outcome would be positive and it is related to foreign travel. Can we take in that question, since Mercury is the 12th lord and Kavipu is catching it, so can we consider it as a positive thing? I'm not sure because I was just trying to refer that book. It was given that wealth associated with Kavipu, and when it is related to travel or visa, the answer would be positive.
If Kavipu is written it, is it?
Yes, yes.
I'm not aware of that, but if that is the case, then like what Yoga was saying, that it is suddenly becoming positive, so maybe that is that is what it is showing. Okay. And if you know, snake is also the karak of foreign travel,
Yes.
and that is seated in the house of foreign travel.
Hmm.
And it is, so basically this can also be on positive point
Yeah.
over there. This I'm not aware of this, it's in his book, is it?
Yeah, it's in his
Which
SGK.
I know that, but which page is there? Any, बाद में just send the page number, then I'll check it.
I just bumped into that page. I'll just take a picture and send it across.
Send it. Yeah, I have that book, so I'll take it.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now the last case we take, it's a little long case. Okay.
Sir, also one more thing, you had put that remedy also, right?
Where?
There, feeding green, I think green gram, I think.
Yeah. So that one, that is
So
mercury. Mercury is getting hit, right? The nerve is getting hit. So mercury is green, हरे रंग की मसूर, and mercury is also pigeons. So feeding green gram to pigeons is one way of strengthening the mercury. So the nerve, because it is a nerve pain, so we are trying to make that stronger. So that is a way of strengthening its mercury.
nerve pain है हमारा chest में.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Should we go to this case? Okay, now I'll give you a little bit of a background. This person, wife, now get the karaks correct, otherwise you'll not be able to solve the case. This person's wife, so I'm just writing here wife. Her parents had a factory, okay, which was shut for many years because they are very old. Okay. Now the other day, the wife went to the factory for some reason, whatever reason, and she came back. And later on, they got to know that very same evening, the manager got arrested by the police. And then they called her to give some statements, etc. Okay. Now this guy is asking, this factory has been shut for many years. So the parents are very old, so they are incapable of doing anything. The police said that they were manufacturing drugs in this area. Okay. Each word I'm saying, you need to get a karak of that. That's why if you see in the analysis, I first write down the karak only, and that is mainly for showing the other person what the thing is. So now if so he wants to know whether she will get arrested or she's going to be hit by the case or whatever like that. So now if we go to see, and by the way, along with the manager, the wife's younger sibling was also accused, and he's absconding. And along with that, two other associates were also in the, let's say, hit list. So it is the manager, the youngest sibling, and some two other guys whom we don't know. So we have to find that out also. बराबर समझ में आया? Have everyone understood? I am erasing this now. Now tell me the different karaks that we have to see. First of all, where is the Udayam? Here. Udayam is here. Correct? Where is the Kavipu? Kavipu and Aruda are here in the fifth. Correct? Now I'm giving you a subtle hint. You see this Udayam from this guy's point of view And later again from this point of view, you'll get, I'll tell you why I'm saying this just now only. If this is the wife, the younger brother के house में कभी को better. Just give me 1 minute to check it. Okay, but just now see it from the husband's point of view, don't see it from the wife's point of view. Now tell me, which are the houses and which are the cars we need to catch? If this is the Udayam, where will the wife be? That will be here,
That'll be your Aquarius.
correct. Where is that Saturn seated? Here. In the natural eighth Rashi.
Okay.
Now, if this is the wife, which is the second sibling? 1, 2, correct? Where is that Mercury seated? Here. Correct? Actually, unfortunately, though, here we don't get to see the nakshatra. But, चलिए, ठीक है, sir. We'll see that later. What are you getting?
Mercury in the nakshatra of Sarvisha, Rahu.
Which one is it?
Mercury, sir. Younger brother, wives.
1 minute, let me open my analysis.
प्रवृत्त है मीनस है ना?
Mercury is in Jupiter.
Jupiter,
So-
also.
Mercury,
राहु कुठे आहे?
Opposite चलो.
Purva.
Venus.
And Rahu is in the 7th house, wife's house.
Sixth house litigation आहे.
Hmm.
Jupiter is father.
like, should I open
Jupiter is-
my this thing if you promise not to read this thing? I'll open my paper, it will make it easier. Are you okay with that? Or you want to analyze from this only? Then every time you have to go back and forth for the nakshatra. Let's just try that. I'll open my chart and then
Maybe you can hide the analysis part.
My God.
no, don't read it only. No, this you want me to hide it. So I'll then 1 minute I have to open Photoshop. Just give me 1 minute.
Because the moment you say don't read it, our eyes will go to that analysis part.
One minute, I'm on my side. Sharing this. Okay, now can you see this?
Yes, sir. Mercury in Jupiter. Jupiter is, we can take it as fathers.
Wait, where are you? Mercury?
In the wife house, 7th house.
Uh-huh.
Younger brother Mercury is in
Right.
Jupiter. Jupiter is father.
Correct.
So his father's property, and Rahu is drugs again in Jupiter.
Hey, Mercury is young prince, so that's why you're taking it as the youngest fellow. Barabar. But here if you
Yeah.
see 1 and 2, even this is Mercury only. No?
Mm.
Yeah, that's what.
Second
Younger brother
brother.
is not Mercury.
Huh. So that is fine. Jupiter, his father, I can understand. Is there any other better way of saying, looking at Jupiter? It's the Lord of the
Second and 11th.
fifth and
Second,
eighth house.
Uh,
yeah.
second.
Fifth and eighth house. Is that also something to be taken note of?
Eighth house is our servants, is it? Isn't
No,
it?
eighth house is not servants. It is fifth from the ninth. So this, see, this is the wife. This is the wife's father. And the sixth from, sorry, I said fifth by mistake. Sixth from the father is a servant of the father. Sixth is servants, no?
Sixth is.
Servant doesn't necessarily mean the gadi in your house. The servant means who is serving you. So manager comes
Could
into and
also be the Karak servant, right?
huh?
Saturn can also be the Karak of servant,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I've highlighted over here. And Saturn is also old time also. So somebody
Yeah, old.
old time. This Rashi is also Jupiter. Jupiter is also old man. So now you try to join all the points over here. We have इसको एक बार पकड़ लिया 8th हाउस में है ये यंगर अक्यूज जो है यंगर ब्रदर विच इज मर्क्यूरी वो भी 8th लॉर्ड के साथ बैठा है एंड 8th लॉर्ड जुपिटर is also the Kavipu lord. So Mars, which is the police,
So,
have come and approached Venus. Venus is what? The lady's father. Bolo. Who are the accused? See the link, always see the link, don't go by one. If you
so
see,
the
if you,
servant seems to be the.
no, 1 minute, I'm giving it. If you see this, what I've drawn, that will give you the answer.
Saturn.
Saturn,
Manager.
Saturn,
Manager.
correct. Mercury is what?
Younger brother.
Younger brother,
Mars is what?
Factory.
police,
Friends.
Police.
Friends.
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 So some employee along with the younger brother with the friends of either the younger brother or the servant, one of them. Because if you see the link here now, younger brother in the Rashi lord of the servant, both of them seated here in the 11th from the 11th from the 11th from the 11th, which is the friend circle of the younger brother, which is seated in Mars, which can mean police, which have come and met the father, which is Venus, and the father, Venus, and sun, which also stands for father, is going towards Kavipu in this Venus, where all this thing is culminating. And finally, it is catching Saturn, which is the what's it called, servant, in Mercury, which is the younger brother, in the Rashi of Mars, which is the friend circle. What do you say? Anything else you want to see from another angle? Tell me.
Sir, can we take
So-
Venus? Can we take Venus as wife based on Karakatva?
Correct. Yes, yes.
And if you,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Venus is visiting father's factory, which
Okay.
is triggering Kavipu, which
Yeah,
is
very good, very good.
which resulted in the immediate arrest of manager Saturn,
Very
who
good.
is linked to Mercury and in the sign of Mars.
Yeah, so Mars or Puri is correct. That's also very good this thing.
Yeah. And in the 8th house from wife, there is snake, which is again in Venus.
8th house from wife, where is the snake?
No. If you take Venus as a Karakatva of wife,
Uh,
from its 8th house too.
well, I would not say that. What you're saying is correct, but basically what I was getting to is snake is basically something which goes in and out of the build. Na? So basically it is like it can resemble jail. And going towards the 12th house is again isolation jail. And Venus basically is where all these things which we just now discussed, it's all finally going and culminating over here, which is all these four guys. So it shows that because see, all this is happening in Mars. Mars,
Yes.
where all that early link is going and coming to. That is in Venus. Venus in Mars, if you can see here. And that Venus in
Yeah.
Mars is again getting replicated by snake and Mars.
So can we take like Saturn, like if you say Venus has Karakatva 5 and it's coming to Scorpio, right, where the manager got Kavipu is catching Saturn, which is in Mercury in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is like hidden.
Correct. It's the eight
Thing.
Rashi of Gupta activities.
Yeah, Gupta activities.
Correct.
So can we say that the wife will not get arrested, but through her, these other people will be caught?
What actually Mahesh got and which actually I was expecting little more from that is what does this tell you? What does this tell you? That is one important thing.
She's going to. She's the cause of the problem?
No.
No, she's not. From where the problem is coming,
Sorry, may come
or
again.
she's going to help. She's going to help in catching the people because
Not
the
exactly.
energy it's coming through.
No, not exactly. See, this is in the 12th to the 12th to the see now this is little complicated. It's a little complicated, sorry, but wife के इसमें राहु है, okay, and wife के 12th में, which is also the 6th house over here, Venus है in Sun. What is this telling you?
Father's money.
No.
No. The
Hey,
12th.
You're not got it. Basically, what Mahesh said just now is a valid point. Why? Natural कारक Venus. वाइफ के 12th में 6th house में of this chart, Venus is seated in Sun, which is going to Kavipu again in Venus. Mars is going to Venus in Mars. What is this trying to tell you about the wife? The question was, is she going to get arrested? So, is she going to get arrested first? One, what is your thought of it?
police is after the wife. Like,
That is okay. But is she going to get arrested or no? Because here, what is catching here is the servant, the youngest brother, and the friend.
yeah.
By Mars, barabar. This is this is what we had got.
Yeah, but again that Mars is coming to Venus only, no, sir.
Mars is coming to Venus. So you are right. So what is that indication? What is this fellow telling all these things? You're saying absolutely correct. This is in Venus. This Venus is coming here. 1 minute, let me draw it. Just give me one. Basically, what is happening is, let's start from here. पहले का जो भी all that thing came down to this Mars. This Mars is seated in Venus in Mars. This Venus is seated here in Sun, which means government also. This is coming to Kavipu in Venus. This is then going to Saturn, Mercury, Mars over here. So it means that the police are going to be pestering her for some information or the
So
other.
to catch her.
Catch
Yeah.
them.
So to catch the, so through her, she
through
will
her.
be
Not through
through
her.
her basically.
His question was whether she's going to get arrested. So she's not going to get arrested, but she's going to be pestered because ये Venus is in the 12th to herself. So Vyayasthan lost. Sun के नक्षत्र में बैठा में government. 6th house of litigation में बैठा. बरोबर. 6th house of litigation में बैठा. तो ये जो Venus है with all these क्या बोलते हैं add-on features is seated in is a nakshatra lord of Kavipu.
Yeah. So since is the trigger for all this, she will be questioned till that is solved. Like there will be.
Exactly. And before this, what Mahesh said was also a valid point. Venus is the wife. Okay. She went to. She went to Sun, right? Sun is what? This is the wife's father. ये wife's father का 11th point है. 11th is basically gains from career. So it is in a way his workplace also in some way. So she went to the workplace over there, which led to all these problems. That is also one point to be understood.
Okay.
So because of that, because she went to the 11th from the father, which was his earning place, she got involved in this Kavipu in Venus. Again, if you see Aruda in Ketu, which is again this thing, which is catching Saturn in the 6th lord of litigation, in the 8th house of Gupstan, which could also be in jail. So Saturn, employee, Mercury, young prince, Mars, friends, Mars, police, all in the this thing.
Yeah, 8th also we can also take it as an abandoned place. No, sir, no work is happening.
Yeah, good stuff. Saturn is
Gupstan,
also, Saturn is also a lonely, dark, lonely, cold place.
Yeah.
Now the only thing which I wanted to see was the Rahu, because
Yeah, drugs.
Rahu is drugs. Snake is also drugs. Venus is Rashi of father and seated in the 11th from the father. You're getting it? So there is some connection. So first of all, I wanted to see whether that snake, the drugs were actually there, or was it just a make-believe thing? You're getting the point? Snake is Rahu is what? Drugs.
Drugs.
Jupiter is what? This fellow. This is also getting connected to Jupiter Rashi. Correct? And
Yeah.
Jupiter in Rahu. Now see this fellow. Jupiter in Rahu is seated over here. Can you get it linked? It is a very complicated thing. It took me quite some time to decode it. Can you see that? So first of all, we have to see whether it's a valid case or not. Whether the police might just be harassing them. I think I have
Rahu Jupiter Rahu is getting exchanged also, na?
with whom? Correct. Rahu, Jupiter, yeah, Parivartan.
Yeah.
Correct. So you can look at very good, Sankalp. You can see from one angle also. Once the wife cooperates with the police, the accused gets caught
Yeah.
and she gets cleared. So basically, this Rahu comes here, this comes here, and third house Rahu, as per Lal Kitab is exalted. So the wife, this thing gets exalted. Okay, that's a different point. But yeah, you're right. Let's not look at it like a parivartan, just look at it like wife and the youngest fellow are connected over here. So, and the drugs are involved. Have I sent it my proper analysis on the group where I've written everything? Have I sent or I have not sent it? I think I've
Yeah, I
sent.
think you have shared it.
So abhi baad mein after the class you'll read it. So I think that will make much more sense then. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we can wrap up now. You are understanding the thing because the methodology which I take is a little serpentine. It's a Rahu method, pura snake method. It doesn't go straight, but then it gives a lot of information which is normally hidden. Okay. Any questions or we can wrap up otherwise? All okay? Okay. So Yuga, once you hear from that person, let us know. In OC sir's case, there is nothing to be found out. This Milinka thing, we'll get back to you on that.
You said like about that drugs part. So like, can we find out like where the drugs stored, or in case if they are there,
Good idea.
storage of that?
Good idea. So basically, you're trying to say that
Rahu, Saturn, no, like it is in the lordship of that house lord is Saturn.
correct. So that Saturn is drugs. So this is the east, south, west portion.
Yeah.
It's a Saturn Rashi, so it's a Gupt place. In Jupiter.
Now the question is whether they exist or not, like whether that drug part is there or not.
No, see, drug in Jupiter, which I told you is this. Again, Saturn is also this. So that shows that this guy is involved in that. So now we find out whether we'll have to ask that person whether if they actually found the drugs, whether they found it in the west of that area in some dark hidden place. Because Saturn is a dark hidden cold place. And Jupiter can mean something which is like a big, so it's like a big room. In a Saturn is also like a old hut sort of a thing. So big old hut which is shut. So yeah, you're right. That can also be seen.
His friends involved in that.
Sorry?
Family, friends.
Yeah, maybe his friend circle is involved in that, using the same scenario, drug scenario.
Friends, so we got from the 5th, say 11th, maybe the 3rd from the wife was the friend, which was Aries. Wife was the 11th Rashi, 12th one is the first brother, 2, 3 is the youngest brother. 3 ka 11th becomes 1, no, that is the younger brother's friends. That's what I showed over. So they are also involved in that. They are also Mars in a way. That's why Saturn in Mercury Mars means Saturn employee, Mercury youngest brother, and Mars his 11th lord friends. And Mars again police, 8th again obstacle jail. So those are the four guys. Most probably they will get caught. ऐसे लग रहा है, अभी देखते हैं.
And also the person who is asking the question, like whether he will be in trouble or not. Like in this case,
He is the Udayam Lord is Surya, no? So
Yeah.
Surya is in the 12th house in Saturn ka this thing. So it is like he is under some sort of a tension or pressure. And Saturn happens to be the 7th lord, which is wife. No? So he is in some sort of a loss because of the wife. It's not that he is going to be in trouble, but if the wife is in trouble, obviously he's also in trouble in that way. And here again, if you see Mercury is involved, here again, if you see Sun is involved in Saturn, so Udayam and Saturn, and again Moon, which is the uncertainty again Mercury. If you see all the planets which are here are again aligned to the same things which we have seen.
stacked.
Huh?
Because Udayam is also stacked, because Ketu Venus is also there, Mars Saturn is also there.
Ketu Venus.
So the case is like heavier in that way, complex.
This one is saying Ketu Venus.
Yeah. Ketu Venus Mars Sun connection, and also
This
12th house also has many.
both are
This
Ketu.
thing.
Snake is also Rahu Ketu combined only. So it is Ketu Venus, Ketu Venus. So Ketu Venus going towards the 12th house means there is some problem in this house or this house. So this house, like I told you earlier, this is getting connected to this, which is getting connected to this, which is seated in this house. So this fellow's father is an old man. He will not get arrested and he's not involved at all. Both he's just sitting at home doing nothing. But these guys, this link which has come on is the link. What I would suggest is all of you also take the blank chart and do it your way also and see if something else comes out. Maybe you will see from a different angle what I'm seeing and maybe some other result will come. Then we can cross check again on the day. Okay, so analyze it and write it in short bullet points. So then everyone can cross check and do it. Okay? चलो मिलते हैं then. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.